Katwijk. I originally come from South Africa, but I've been living here for 40 years now. I am retired, but I used to work in scientific publishing. I mainly feel resignation that there's not too much I can do about it, except maybe fly only when it is essential. Take my bicycle instead of the car when I go shopping, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, for sure. They said the Waddeneilanden, which are they are going to disappear at one point. The 4 islands at the top of Holland. So, and then there'll be, also maybe we're going to have to move from here to further inland, because this is all sea level.
Hello, hello. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Brigitte. A documentary about the sea level rising, and that is serious business, of course, for Holland especially. We are very low, below sea level, and maybe Leiden over 50 years, in about 50 years, Leiden doesn't exist anymore. I don't know, but it's more serious than we want to see, in fact. So, yeah, but I don't go in panic. Yeah, I do as much as I can, and that's it, Yeah. Yes, of course. Holland is all of water. Without the dikes, there would not be a Holland. So it's part of history. I mean, here you look around, we are underwater. Almost, and yes, Holland and water, they are one word almost. So it's very acute here, of course. I think more the last one, yes, or maybe the sea is a source of opportunity, and at the same time. I'm not ready to swim for this moment, but maybe, in my opinion, I think the best of both worlds. I mean, you can make dikes, but also take advantage of the more water also from the rivers are coming. Like more nature, space to nature. When the water is high, then the water can come more over the land, because I think in the end, yes, the soil is sinking, and the sea is rising. So to fight against all the odds, it's useless. I mean, maybe we have to build dikes like 100-meter high. It's crazy. So I think it's an opportunity to connect with other people and to connect worldwide with other countries, and to think about it, not only think but also do, and give each other of our knowledge, also to countries who don't have the information or capacity to do as much as we can as a rich country, of course. So I'm maybe idealistic, but that's me.
Hello, welcome, Lorraine.
Nice to meet you, and thank you.
Thank you. I've been born in Amsterdam. I've been living in Amsterdam my whole life. And it's about 10 years ago we built a house that floats on water. Yeah, we had it built by a construction company who are specialized in floating houses. And at this moment we live in the floating house in Amsterdam, an area designated for floating houses. Yes, I think we in the Netherlands we are well aware of the water will be rising, and we are investing a lot of our available budget on the threat of water. Yeah. What was your reason to buy a floating house? Well, it was a project which actually was a chance to buy a big house in Amsterdam, because, well, same as in a lot of European countries, in cities, houses are very expensive and space is very expensive. And this was a project we really liked, because you have like a freestanding house, a lot of light, a lot of water. So basically that was the main reason, not about threat of water or rising sea levels, etc. Just to have a nice house. Yeah. Well, it's compared to city standards, you got a lot of space between the houses. Normally you are in a flat and living in the same flat on top of each other, next to each other. So in my opinion, I have a lot of space. And I think when you go look around in the Netherlands, the most houses are built together, in like streets, and then just they don't have space between the houses, so they're not freestanding houses. There's not much of that in the Netherlands. So we live with a lot of people here. We're about 16 million people now in the Netherlands. It's like this big. So we don't have that much space here. So compared to other houses in the Netherlands, we have a lot of space here. At this moment, the house prices are that high. It's there's a lot of discussion going on whether people can afford to buy a house anymore. I think the houses, what they want to build here, will be over €1 million. That's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't. They don't come go cheap now. No, I don't. No, we didn't use that. Well, when we bought the house, or we had it built, we had a general idea about what we would do. So where would be our kitchen, and where would be our beds, and where would be, we have no water bed, where's our bathroom, etc. So they can calculate a lot. Basically, when you want to balance it, balance your house, because it's a boat, you have to balance it. You can just use a chest with books and put it over there, or put it over there, just put it on the right side of the house, and then you will be balanced. Yeah, but a lot of houses have air pontons under the houses, and they use it to balance it. Yeah.
Yes, I study climate management, so I think it's nice you do this, and I can be anxious about it sometimes. Yes, not all the time, but I think about it a lot. No, I know that The Hague is above sea level, but other villages aren't, like Zoetermeer, and yeah, I know that if the water will rise, The Hague won't be standing in water, but a lot of places in Holland will be, but not my house. if that's good. Yes, I know the risk, but I think we can handle it. We're working on it, but I think we're gonna handle it. I hope so. Yeah, Zoetermeer is my village from my grandma. She lived there, and I've been there a lot when I was young, and I know that's below sea level. So if that's gonna be gone, that will be very sad. Yeah, I think we have to stay positive about this whole thing, because that will make people to work. Because if you're gonna be negative about it, nothing will. People are just gonna stick their head in the sand, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think to stay positive, although it doesn't seem very positive sometimes.